Bunge power. Bunge power. Now today we congregate here to talk about issues our economy, and we want to start by saying that one of the issues affecting our economy is the odious debt taken during the Jubilee regime. And if you go through the debts taken through the Jubilee regime from the financial year 2013-2014 to the financial year 2022-2023, you realize that the Jubilee government collected revenue which is of 13.5 trillion Kenyan shillings. And then within the same period of time, the Jubilee government spent 14.7 trillion Kenyan shillings. So meaning our Kenyan government during that time had a deficit of 1.2 trillion Kenyan shillings. So meaning if we had to borrow, we were to borrow just 1.2 trillion Kenyan shillings. But how much did the Uhuru Ruto borrow during the entire regime? You get up to 6.5 trillion Kenyan shillings was lost through the hands of both Uhuru and Ruto. And now, how is this affecting our economy? When we have this kind of debt, the biggest issue is that we will have to increase our VAT. That's why right now we have our VAT at 16%. So meaning the cost of basic commodities iko juu, gharama ya maisha is unbearable. And so how can we solve these issues? And another thing is the domestic borrowing by the government. When the government borrow domestically, it affects the availability of money in banks. So meaning because banks trust governments because the risk is low,
the ability to pay.
Yeah, they will have to give the government the first priority, and they give the government takes the loan at high interest at almost 13%. So meaning government takes almost all our saving in the banks, and when we come to borrow this money for us to start our businesses, there will be no money. And that's why we want to discourage domestic borrowing. Another issue is the VAT, which is at 16%. And according to my view, I think we should reduce the VAT from 16% to 5%. We have issues, education. You know, the other day we saw the CS for Treasury, John Mbadi, saying that they cannot afford to offer free education, while the Auditor General told us that 1.3 trillion was withdrawn manually from the Treasury, and Mbadi was the minister, and they cannot account for that money, and they will come and tell us they don't have money. It's the arrogance of power. And so how can we do to solve these issues? What we have to do is to make sure that the next time we elect, it's not just about one term, it's about policies. So if you look at your presidential candidate wako, aim yake ni gani? Okay, for me, I could go with Jimmy Wanjigi and Safina Party, because Safina Party reflects the possibility that Kenya can rise above divisions, above dysfunctions. Because if you look at the agenda of Safina Party, is we are not going to pay odious debt, and apart from that, we will bring up legislation to bear government from borrowing internally. So meaning there will be money available for the business people to take to start up businesses. Another thing is reducing the VAT from 16% to 5%. So I want to tell our people that if we want liberation, the party is Safina. And Safina, kama wakati wa Mungu aliambia jenga Safina, akaambia watu wakakataa, but sisi tumejenga Safina, and we want to tell you, join Safina. We know the rain is coming. Mvua itakuja ya ukabila, mvua itakuja ya empowerment ya 64 shillings, mvua itakuja ya mambo mengi hapo, handouts, but ya affordable housing. Actually, affordable housing is built on public land using public funds, but unauziwa 1.9. If that's not theft, what is it? Ukikuja mambo ya Talanta Stadium, if it's Talanta Stadium, ukiangalia actual cost, it's 44.8 billion, but at the end of the day, it's a loan. We will pay for 144 billion for constructing just one stadium. Who is this person making such kind of a decision? And you saw the other day the UDA Secretary General Omar Hassan saying that they will take loans and build the other side of Kenya and our children will pay. So these people, they don't care about us. And so I want to say Jimmy for president, because he's the guy who understands the economy, and we will bring police reforms. That's one of our policies as Safina Party, that we will, the OCPD position will be elective. So meaning the people of a particular area will elect their OCPD. So that's my remarks. Karibu kwa bunge la mwananchi kikao 045.
Kisii chapter.